We are a generation that probably witnessed the most radical change ever experienced throughout the history of mankind. After the whole world was locked down, we all had to find a new expression and description of living a normal life. Humanity will never forget the lessons learned, the mistakes made and the transformation brought along with the year 2020. But life continues, and we need to find ways and means to heal ourselves from the past and support those who have lost their way.
Even after almost 30 years of democracy, South Africa is still a deeply traumatized country as we live through the aftereffects of our history and the continuous struggles to unite the nation. The most common traumatic events remain the unexpected death of a loved one and witnessing trauma occurring to others. Especially after being hit with the COVID-19 pandemic, and watching people die from this unexplainable worldwide disease, fear gripped entire nations and paralyzed whole communities. In the aftereffect, South Africa's economic and social challenges are mounting, risking stagnation amid an unprecedented energy crisis, increasingly binding infrastructure, and logistics bottlenecks, causing a less favorable external environment, and climate shocks. Even our safe havens, such as our churches, religious gatherings and places of worship could not bring the much-needed relief as everything was shut down within a blink of an eye. Never before in the history of humanity did we ever need to find a different, but relevant solution, to reach those in need, than now. Never before, especially in modern days, has the demand been greater upon the Church, to be mobilized in a practical, effective, and powerful way, to reach those affected by numerous unseen, unspoken, and invisible enemies. Internationally, 703,000 people commit suicide every year due to life being too much to handle. That amounts to one death by suicide out of every 100,000 people. Locally, 23.5 people out of every 100,000 commit suicide every year. Shockingly, there are 23 successful suicides completed every day in South Africa with 230 attempted suicides per day. Statistics of 2021 shows that 1 in every 5 women in South Africa suffers from violence by a close partner. And so, the lists are endless and the statistics ever growing. Communities are in desperate need to be rescued from drowning in a pool of depression, misery, and ongoing trauma. Chaplains are ordinary people with an extraordinary passion for the well-being of others. They are spiritually mature, part of their local faith-based organization, and equipped to support those affected by traumatic incidents, accidents, and occurrences. They simply go out into their communities and make the gospel a reality. They are there, where Jesus Christ would have walked himself, amongst the broken, with the hurting and uplifting those that are oppressed by the burdens of life. Why don't you consider joining us as we journey through our communities, bringing healing and restoration? To learn more about the opportunity to be trained as a chaplain, kindly email or contact us as per the information provided at the end of this video. You may also speak to your regional chaplaincy representative. The Chaplain on Board is a registered nonprofit organization and our friends fondly refer to us as COBE.